All right, I hope you were able to graph that properly. If you take a look, I've just updated my graph a little bit with some scales. So I use 7, 12, and 17 on my y-axis, and on the x-axis I went up by 6s because we're looking at 24 hours. And if you can see on here, right at x is 0, the far left of the graph, it hits the max at 17. It does that again at approximately 12, and then it does it again right at 24. And how do I know that is there is because I set my windows to 0, 24, and 1, so it's reflecting that. So I plotted the max points, the 3 max points where they hit 17, and the 2 min points where they hit 7. So if we go back, you can see those are the 5 points I plotted. Now I'm going to go ahead and draw it, a nice curve. And when we're just asking you to sketch the graph, we're not asking for perfection because we're not giving you a scale or a grid to graph it on. All right, we already discussed what the max and min is, and I suggest you do that before you even graph using the relationship of d plus a and d minus a, because it just helps a lot with window settings. All right, what is the depth of water at 3 a.m.? Well, we know time is an x value, so what we need to know is what is the value of y when x is equal to 3? And how do I know x is 3 at 3 a.m.? Because the question is indicating hours after midnight. So 3 a.m. would be exactly 3 hours after midnight. So to go back to the graphing calculator, we go into second function calc, press 1 for value, and we put in x is equal to 3, enter. So as you can see, it gives us a y value of 12.35. And I just put it to the nearest hundredth. The question didn't indicate, so it wouldn't be incorrect that way, but on an assessment we would indicate to what decimal value. Now let's take a look at D. If a ship requires 8.5 meters of water to safely navigate the harbor, between what times can it sail? So I know that depth is a y value. So I'm going to go ahead and graph 8.5 as a second graph. All right, so anything above the line, the ship can safely be in the harbor. Anything below the line, the water's not deep enough for the ship to be there. So what I need you to do is find the 4 points of intersection. And I'll let you do that, and I'll find them as well, and then we'll be back.